Yo, I literally got every fight wrong on the main card. Let's talk about it. All right, let's get in with the main event. The BMF. What does Islam call it? The BMF belt, brother. Who wants this? This is for people who can't win actual. But listen, Max Holloway, just too fucking fast, too slick, too much footwork. I mean, he had Dustin in there looking so slow. I'm like, damn, Dustin, can you close the distance and catch this man? But no, Max did a good job, man. First round, hits him with the exact same combination to Poirier hit him with. The little slap left, straight down the middle, and drop Dustin. Second round, he gets hurt really bad again. I think that's when I didn't take any notes on this, but I think that's when Max got him up against the fence and threw like a 50 punch combination and was just tearing his ass up on the fence. Then Dustin, how Dustin dropped Max? I think it was with a straight left, right? I can't remember. Um, Dropped Dustin, got into full mount and started putting some good ground and pound on it and finishing the round, which I think stole him the round on top, beating Max up after he dropped Max. Like, let's not get it twisted. Max did style on Dustin, but if you look at Max's face, he looked kind of beat up. So Dustin was still hitting him pretty hard. And then third, fourth, and fifth round, it was all just Max styling, just Dustin looking slow. Dustin couldn't get his combinations off because by the time he go to load up on the third punch, Max is already gone. Um, and then we get to the fifth round. We all know they're gonna point, brother. Max points down to the ground, hits him with like a quick, I can't remember, fuck. He hits him with like a quick little four piece just to warm it up. Then he puts his hands down and then pointed down again at Dustin and hit him with like, it felt like 20 body punches before Dustin could even throw. And Dustin said, fuck this, and gave Max a big gave Max a big hug and clinched him up. Lucas Tracy always talks about this, but lighter man speed, lighter man skill, that is real, bro, because it just looked like two totally different skill levels out there. I know Dustin's old, but look at Dustin in his last fight. I was just going off the last fight on why I picked him. He went to war with one of the best pound for pound fighters. Um, his body looked good. He looked cut up. He looked like he was ready to roll. And you know, Max was coming off of getting knocked out. I didn't know how he was gonna feel about that. That chin is starting to go. Max has been dropped in his last three fights after never really being dropped ever. So yeah, DP. And I did this. I picked with my heart instead of picking with my IQ. I was thinking he's in Lafayette. I was thinking he's in New Orleans. Ain't no way he's gonna lose in his home state. I said home court advantage. Boy, I couldn't have been more wrong. I think it was 4-1, 4-1 max, easy. 49-46. I don't know why I thought Dustin was gonna knock him out. That was just horrible picks. So we're 0 for 1 right there on the main event. I couldn't have been more wrong about this fight either. So I was going on. I said Roman Kopylov was gonna knock him out in like the third round or something. Paul Acosta came out and ran at Roman Kopylov and just set the pace and really threw Roman Kopylov off. I mean, I've seen Roman Kopylov fight like 3 times. I've never seen him be solo output. I mean, it took him like I think 4 minutes to throw that patented body kick that he always like lights people up with, and I don't know. He looks scared out there. He wasn't throwing. He wasn't just letting his hands go. I don't remember him boxing at all. Maybe if it was like a little jab and maybe like a straight. But Paulo Costa did a good job kicking to the leg, kicking to the body. He was digging to the body. Paulo looked good, man. Paulo looked good. Let's go. What did the Brazilians say? How do you say let's go? Oh, chama, chama. Chama, Paulo Costa. Chama, chama, chama. When I saw him tweaking at the press conference, like shaking and shit, I was like, oh, Roman Kopilov's got this. There's something wrong. He's tweaking out. But nah, man. I don't know. Look at the total strikes. Doubled him in strikes. And then I think I should have went back and rewatched the Chris Curtis and Roman Kopylov fight. But Chris Curtis and Paulo Costa not even on the same level. I thought he was gonna do to Chris Curtis what he did to Apollo, but no. Paulo looks back though. I mean, he did fight good in the Robert Whitaker fight at UFC 298, but that 302 Sean Strickland performance really, he might have watched my video. I said, Paulo, you're on the fucking back foot running the whole time. You got to stand up and stand your ground. And he stood his ground. Stand your base. He stood his base. So yeah, shout out Paulo Costa. This is one of the most entertaining fights. I don't know how this didn't get fight of the night. This was just like, Kevin Holland doesn't do good against people that are fat, big body. Because D-Rod dropped Kevin Holland, Michael Venom Page couldn't even drop Kevin Holland with a left hook. And damn, they were even on strikes. Look, Kevin shot 4 takedowns. D-Rod had Kevin shooting this fight. I think D-Rod got the first 2 and Kevin got the last. But Kevin gas tank, man. He gassed out. D-Rod was really gassed. I think that's why when Kevin had him in the clinch in that 3rd round and hit him with the Justin Gaethje clinch uppercut, it just dropped him. And then Kevin kept going for his dark man chokes, his dark chokes, and wasn't getting them. Just D-Rod. I cannot believe Kevin Holland got outstruck by Daniel Rodriguez, bro. What? What? Kevin Holland didn't even look like he was talking in the fight too. His energy looked off. Like after the fight, during the fight, he looked mad. I don't know. Something was wrong with his energy, bro. I thought he was gonna come out like he did in his last fight. I'm done basing I'm done predicting fights off their last performance, man. We're gonna have to come into every new fight with a clear head. Cause damn, I knew this was gonna be a boring ass fight. I really don't even want to talk about it. Pitbull game came out again in the first round and didn't throw. I think both of them threw like a total of 12 strikes in the first round. I said Dan Ige can be 50K or it can be boring as fucking. Both of them were boring as fuck in the first round. Second round, I think Patricio dropped him and kind of did some ground and pound. And third round, I don't even remember it. Just a horrible fight. Pitbull was over 2 in the UFC. This fight should have been on the prelims and slide Brennan Allen and Marvin Vettori up. I don't know why this fight was on the main card. Got the crowd booing and shit. Like, y'all, ugh. And I also got this fight wrong. I thought Dan Ige could outstrike Patricio Pitbull, who throws like 5 punches around. But like I said, he's either 50K or he's boring as fuck. And then to cap off the card, what was it? Let me see. 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4. And to cap it off, 0 for 5. Dude. Daniel Zellhuber looks slow. I don't know how you're getting speed mogged by a 39-year-old man, but he's throwing hard-ass kicks to the body and head. But the boxing, Daniel, where was your boxing at? You had such like fundamental technique boxing in your Reba, how you say it? The Argentinian dude fight. Even when you was rocked, you still looked like you had it. But Michael Johnson just too fast, too crafty. Just too much experience for this young dude. I could not believe it. Look at the total strikes. Michael Johnson, you proved me wrong. You still got it. Daniel Zellhuber, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. That's back-to-back losses, too. And again, I was coming off, he was coming off this war. I thought he was going to give the same thing to Michael Johnson. He didn't give Michael Johnson a war. He let Michael Johnson just pick him apart while he was standing back throwing kicks. Now, he did throw a lot of kicks. I think he thought Michael's arms wasn't going to be able to take all those kicks, and he was eventually going to catch him, but never caught him, and Michael just pieced him up on the feet. And here we go. We got to fight right. I said Oliveira was just going to walk through Mr. Phillips because Mr. Phillips is on the back foot the entire time running. Oliveira has he just walks forward with his hands down. You cannot do that against high level. I'm telling you can't do that against high level people. Going to get your ass beat. But doubled him in strikes. Got kind of chippy in the first 30 seconds. He had Oliveira running for his life. But after that, Phillips just on the back foot the entire time. Oliveira didn't have to respect anything coming at him because Phillips punches probably like a pipsqueak. Looks like a pipsqueak too. What y'all son and say? No long-haired man walking the planet can beat me in a fight. So yeah, Oliveira looked like he had horrible technique. I mean, he was just swinging from the fences. Didn't see any flying knees though, but just bullied him. Easy unanimous decision. So I got one fight right. Fight of the night. Nice. Should have been on the fucking main card. I don't know why y'all didn't put this on the main card. I saw something leading up to the fight, like on the pay-per-view that correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Marvin Vettori brother passed away before this fight. So he's coming in with that. Brennan Allen's, they already fought in the street. I knew Brennan Allen was going to win this fight. Just way too skilled for Marvin Vettori. He wasn't going to be able to finish him. Did I say he was going to finish him? I can't remember if I said if he was going to finish him. But Brennan Allen absolutely dominated the first round. And I thought he was going to end up submitting him in the first round. But after the first round, it was a kickboxing match. And Marvin was getting toe up. And Marvin was hitting Brennan, but Marvin's punches weren't doing anything. And yeah, it was an easy unanimous decision. Dang, he was 3 for 4 on takedown. He could take him down anytime he wanted, but this is a grudge match, man. They fought like they really didn't like each other because it was high output. Wasn't no Patricio Pitbull waiting around for 3 minutes to throw a punch. No, they went at it. I'm glad they got fight of the night. And then after the fight, Brennan Allen said, "I'm not fucking losing in front of my fucking brother." And it panned to his brother. I guess his brother is disabled. And I'm like, are you taking a shot at Marvin Vettori's brother for dying? Like, I didn't understand what was going on with all that. I get that could be a big motivating factor if you bring your brother to the fight. I'm glad Brendan Allen won, though. Might be time for Marvin Vettori to retire or just fight way, way less competition because his Marvin Vettori's technique didn't look good. He got beat up bad. And Brendan Allen's not the best striker, but he just made Marvin Vettori look goofy out there. Yo, shout out my boy, Gutierrez. Got that performance of the night. Yeah, he went out there. It only took him a minute. I think the first right hand he threw, I was telling the people I was watching the fight with, I said the first right hand he throws is going to hurt him bad. Hitting with the first right hand, the dude gets hurt, and then he's doing the coping mechanism. Come on, bring it. He brought it, knocked his ass out. This dude is looking like Francis Ngannou 2.0, but with lighter man skill, middleweight, not heavyweight. So yeah, he's gonna have to get some bump up in competition. It's gonna wrap up the reaction. Hopefully, I'll do better on the picks next time. Don't fucking take my picks as bets until I get some more MMA knowledge. You know, we're grinding. Still new to the YouTube space of MMA, so we're gonna keep watching all the fights, trying to get better. Gonna have to start doing some more research, because I can't go over 5 on main event. That's nasty, bro. Shout out Dustin Poirier, legendary career. Kind of glad Max win because it's better for the division. Max is still fighting, so I'm glad he won. He called out Ilya. Max, you don't want that smoke, brother. You don't want that smoke, brother. Brother, you don't want that smoke, brother. I said it in my that video I made about walkout. Who wants smoke? Ilya with all the smoke. Max, you don't want that smoke. Nah, but you gotta say that. I'm glad he did give the mic quick and let Dustin, them give Dustin his flowers. Because Dustin's never been in a boring fight. He ain't no fucking Patricio Pitbull. I'm on Patricio Pitbull's ass, man. Shitty ass fucking performance every time I watch that dude. We got RDR and Whittaker coming up this Saturday. I'll be putting predictions in for that video. I think this is a pretty stacked card too, so I'll know most of the fighters. If you made it this far, give your boy a like. Comment down below what you thought of the card. I thought it was a good card overall besides the Patricio Pitbull fight. I mean, every fight, there was finishes. They were entertaining. Michael Johnson, Daniel Huber fight was kind of slow. But even on the prelims, everybody was getting finished. So yeah, I thought it was a fire-ass card. I'll catch y'all in the next one. We out. I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, not shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.